Welcome back, you lovely people, to another video. And after the recent ARCA race, we're trying to turn our luck around and seeing if we can reach 2.5k here at Laguna Seca in the Porsche Cup car. So let's see if we can get a good launch here. Green light. Waiting for the green. Come on. Good launch.
Green, green, green.
It's okay. Not a great launch. Not bad either. But now we're going to have to worry about the cars in front.
Car right.
Blocking off the blue car behind. People are braking very early. What's this blue car in front doing?
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Let's see if we can go for a little bit of a switchback. Oh, that's death on the stick right there.
Stay on the right.
Give him plenty of room on exit. Get a nice bit of a better run.
Clear on the left. Left side.
Give him plenty of room because he's going to go up or inside.
Still there.
Don't want to die, but I feel like I'm going
Clear
to.
on the left. Left side. There's an incident behind. Stay on the right. Clear on the
Brave move by the yellow car in front. Or behind, I should say. Not the yellow car, off the track. Okay, we survived a little bit of the carnage so far.
There's an incident behind.
It's 18 laps around. It wasn't walking today, it was Laguna Seca. What am I on about?
I don't know what the plan there was.
But we're here at Laguna. Lap times were okay in practice. Better on long runs than they were on outright pace. So we just got to hope that translates to a good result here in the race. We will be messing a little bit with brake bias as the race progresses. So,
36.644. There's an incident ahead.
whoa, got a car around.
Go right, go right. Car on your left.
Trying to go through the middle.
3 wide. Clear.
Okay,
2 wide.
Zachary, I believe we can kind of race each other somewhat safely. But let's just get a move on. Oh, don't spin out. Oh, I braked way too late there. Lost time to Zachary in front. Okay, let's get back into a rhythm. As I said in the intro, it's not been going well this week. If you watch the ARCA race, bit of a mess in that one. We're hoping to get back on track here in PCup. As the back end tried to slide around on me there. Tricky corner here to get your braking point just right. I struggle a lot here. $2.5k trying to feel for this one. So it's a competitive race. We're in P10 right now. Starting to catch Zachary just out in front. So let's see how we get on, if we can start closing that gap to him. Perhaps force him into a mistake. Somebody has spun.
There's an incident ahead.
I think that's going to put us up into P9. Yes, it does. Whoops. As I hit my microphone. Let's just adjust you guys so you can hear me a bit better. Not what you want to be doing when you're racing. Is trying to look out the crack of your VR headset to see where your microphone went. But we should be trying to aim for low to mid 125s. Trying to keep that average lap time nice and low. We may not have the outright speed of some of these guys, especially the guys out front, but we might be able to catch a few people with average lap pace. Zachary there ran a little wide. I didn't want to risk it. It's a tricky corner to go side by side. As we slightly outbrake ourselves.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 23.701.
That's to be expected. He is a 6k driver.
421.
He's fast.
Lap of the session.
Slight lockup of the tires. There's a couple of corners like this one here that I kind of struggle with. It's just a tricky corner. Ooh, we did not turn in early enough for that one. That's going to compromise us. But we seem to be pulling away a little bit from the car behind. Very, very aggressive inputs on my steering there. I need to calm down a little bit. Okay, let's take a few deep breaths, calm it all down, hit our braking points as per usual. Let's see if we can start reeling this group up ahead in. Should be trying to notch it down one notch on the brake bias towards the rear. Watch now, I'm going to spin it in turn 1.
848. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Very, very bad on the brakes there. The cars behind are starting to catch us now. Just all out of whack right now, not on a rhythm. Let's get into a rhythm. Okay, about a second to Zachary up in front. And the two cars in front of him. As I take that corner a little too slow. It's P9 right now. Kind of like this corner, even though I just clipped the sausage curb there. In practice, I was having a lot of fun coming through that corner. There's a few corners here, like the turn 1, that I quite like, but it's a tricky corner. Very easy to lock your brakes.
26.09.
Okay, that's a little better. Felt a little better anyway. Whether or not it translates to lap time, I don't know, but it definitely felt a little better. That felt a little better as well. Laguna is one of those weird tracks where there's a lot of crap gets kind of like brought on and kicked up into the track from people going off track. It just seems to linger forever. There's some really tricky corners where you have to really nail them, like this one, where it's really easy to run wide and then you're losing tons and tons of time. It's almost like you have to give up the entry to get a better exit, which is not a bad rule of thumb, but just one of those corners where it's really tricky. Okay, we gained a lot of time there. Should be hitting a low 125 right now. 6 laps. Yep. Missed the apex there. And had to lift on the exit because the car did not want to turn. Alright, where are we? We are P9 still. A little bit of a delayed getting on full power there. This is a really tricky corner to get right. You come in too sharp, you're going to hit that curb and it just destroys you. A little slow through that last corner, but it should still be a low 25s.
25.376.
Hit the apex that time. Ran a little wide though. Going to take an off track there. Kind of got caught watching Zachary out in front and did the same thing again on the second corner. Let's see if we can put him under pressure, because he seems like he might make a mistake. Then again, I am prone to the mistake here and there as well myself. That corner is a lot of fun. Seem to be starting to reel in Zachary right now. 0.8. He was 1.2, 1.3 at one stage.
5.463.
Got on the power a little better there than we have in the previous laps. We also seem to take that corner a little better. Gap is still 0.8, although the two cars in front of Zach are starting to pull away. Got 2.8k, 3.3 and a 3k just in front of us. So just by hanging on to the back of this group is actually quite an accomplishment for me right now. Outbraked myself a little bit on the initial part. Didn't brake heavy enough, locked the wheel a little bit too. Had to trail on the brakes a little too much there. Might be taking that corner a little too sharp on entry, turning a little too early.
Car 1 has taken the lead. 25.554.
I'd seen some track guides that said to brake on the kind of concrete part on the outside of that corner coming in. But every time I do it, I just seem to lock a brake or just miss the apex completely. So I tend to try and stay on the asphalt rather than on the concrete into turn number 1. It might slow me down a little bit, but I feel way more stable doing that. Gap is back up to 1.0. This car is a ton of fun when the back end starts sliding around. But it also is a car that just constantly wants to kill you on the brakes. And that's where all the speed comes from in this car. Is being good, really confident, really good on the brakes. Because there's tons of traction. As long as you don't completely mess it up, there's tons of rear traction. You can get into power quite quickly. So we're pulling away from Alex behind. We'll see what his pace is really like.
25.339. Car stopped on the right.
Car stopped on the right. It looks like it's a back marker. Looks like that may have put Zachary off. We got another off track just there. So 2 off tracks right now. Okay, let's try and reel him in. As I just clipped the sausage curve, had to correct with some steering. Alex seems to be catching us now, so that could be something to be aware of towards the end of this race, as Alex will probably end up catching us. Let's get my act together.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 23.69.
Getting the power way too late there. Okay.
26.10.
Lost about a quarter of a second at least there. I may drop the brake bias back one more notch as this race goes on. I didn't feel too confident knocking it back to 5.0, but we may try it because we need a little bit of speed. Big slide going through there. That one was scary. Seemed to gain a ton of time though. Oh, Zachary, it's locked up. He's off the track.
Right.
He's
Clear.
just gotta be a little careful coming through here because it's really easy to overcook it.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 23.556.
Okay, now we got Zachary behind. And Alex is catching us. Possibly because we had to avoid Alex going, or Zachary going off track there.
25.733.
Oh, braked a little late, so did Zachary though. I don't know if we were the winners of that one or not. Coming out of turn 1, it feels like we might have been, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, P8 right now. "12 laps in, we're on lap 13. 13 of 18. Can we hold people off? Hopefully we can.
The car in P1 just set
Big
the
slide
fastest
through there.
lap. 23.551.
It is funny how in practice you can absolutely just nail laps and then come into a race.
24.802.
It's a pretty good lap
Just
time
set
actually.
the fastest lap of the session. Stay sharp.
And then in practice you can just, or in a race you can actually just be so tentative and nervous that you end up going slow. And that's something I've been working on by doing longer stints, race pace versus outright speed. Oh, looks like Zach is gone. Wonder what happened to him. Did he get disqualified? Okay, well, let's see at the end of the race what the results say. If he has too many incident points and got disqualified. He was going off track quite a lot, so we'll see what happened. We did a pretty good lap time last lap too, which helps 24.8.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 23.46.
I have no idea how to pronounce the name of the person in front of me, so I won't try. But P7 is 6 seconds ahead. We've got a 4.8 second
25.3
lead over Russell.
93.
There's only a few laps left on this one. About 4 laps left. So let's see if we can bring it home in P8. Possibly, hopefully, we can get another position or two as people make mistakes as this race goes on. Now, I mentioned dropping the brake bias back. I'm not going to. Just because I don't really need too much extra speed as we get another off track. I mean, you always want extra speed, but I'd rather the stability right now. Hopefully that's just dust and not actually rain, because the weather said it was going to be pretty dry. Kind of status quo right now. We may have gained a tenth here and there on the car in front. About 3 laps to go. Let's not bin it just yet, Bernard. We're up though, as fuel's burning off. We also had a pretty poor qualifying for this race, so we're easily a half a second slower than what we should have been. But let's concentrate on bringing it home now. Just avoiding the off track there. We have the time to give. We've been gaining a little bit on P7, but it's not fast enough really, to be honest with you. A little bit of a lock up there.
You've got 2 laps to go.
2 laps to
You
go.
have about 5 laps of fuel left.
A little bit of a slower lap, but as I said, I was hoping for
25.156.
I was hoping my average lap time would come and pay dividend, and it seems to be right now. 2 laps to go. Our fastest lap was a 24.8 and the car behind was a 24.4, so while they may have been faster over a single lap, I seem to be doing okay on average lap time. Now, the last time I said something like that, I ended up crashing, i.e. watch the ARCA video. So hopefully that doesn't come to bite me in the ass. But we've got about a lap and a half to go. Not really catching, not really losing time to the cars behind. Let's see if we can possibly get a fast time for a single lap.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 5.9 seconds.
5.5. He must have had a problem there coming through the corkscrew. For some reason, my brain wanted to say bust up. There's 2 cars fighting up ahead. Ooh, that could help us. Last lap coming up. Come on, let's go. Let's see what happens.
Last lap.
Big slide. That's not going to help us. Let's see if Juan sends one up the inside into turn number 1. Is there going to be an accident?
5.572.
No, not that I can see anyway. Looked like they kept it pretty clean. But they might still be battling, who knows? We have gained positions before on the last lap. Just watch the Watkins Glen video to see that one. Okay, we're pulling away from the car behind. We're slightly catching the two cars in front, but it's not going to be enough. It's too slow. This is the last lap, I believe. Yes, it is. Let's bring it home in P8. Looks like Juan got back ahead. And it looks like they kept it pretty clean going through the last corner too. So let's do the same. Keep it nice and clean. No off tracks. Don't spin the car out. Bring it in for P8. Okay, so let's see how that has affected our ratings. And that felt like a nice return to form. So what happened to our friend Zachary then? Well, he understeers a little bit through turn number 1. And he was right on our ass coming through turn number 1, coming into turn number 2. But under the brakes, he loses the back end, tries to catch it, but it's just a little bit of one of those lazy slides and puts him on an awkward spot on the racetrack. As he's trying to turn the car around, you can see just cars upon cars upon cars all coming through. I'm not sure if he just didn't have a clutch pedal or a clutch button or paddle on his steering wheel setup, but it didn't look like he could spin the car around quite easily or safely. So he just ends up losing places here, there and everywhere, and he drops right down the order. And this is just one of those things where you just have to be a little bit careful when racing. That's something that always is in the back of my mind, which hampers my speed when racing a little bit, but I'd rather lose a tenth or two through a corner than spin the car out. So to the results. Unfortunately, it is not going to be a double green, but frankly, I do not care. I am over the moon having reached 2.5k iRating in sports car. We've been racing exclusively the Porsche Cup this season in sports car, so to have achieved 2.5k iRating racing pretty much only the Porsche Cup car this season, I am very, very happy with that. Given that the fact that the Porsche Cup car is extremely competitive with strong strengths of field, I'm very, very happy to have achieved 2.5k. It almost cements the fact that it's a good 2.5k and I didn't just farm a bunch of easy races. So, if you like this video, guys, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. Love to have you around. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Love to hear from you as well, and I hope to see you in the next video.
Subscribe to Racing Respite, let the chaos unwind. A sanctuary of silence where your soul realigns. It's that button, feel the call, let the world drift away. Racing Respite's calling, join the escape. It's today.